folks. Listen, Squid Game season 2, episode 2 is here. Me and OTK were having a conversation off camera related to Squid Game, which we'll bring up after this one, but it just doubles down on what we were saying in the last episode about these choices with this 45.6 billion won.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's jump into it. So that we can
yeah. The name of the episode.
Oh my god.
Cause there are so many better choices, man. Like it just like, you know, as the days go by, I just find more and more things that this man could have did with the money while getting on that plane with his daughter, you know.
Like wait, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh my god. I know a lot of people are upset that he killed himself. Like I saw that too yesterday.
Yeah, because like not only that is he's one of the most popular actors, and people hate when you kill the most popular actors or the bait and switch, you know. But it's not a bait and switch. Yeah. Yeah,
he's trying to eat Drew Barrymore's lunch. That's what it is. For all you Scream fans out there. See though, right? He's going in there on his own. This is the thing about cops in these cop shows that always get me. You are shown to be capable. Mostly happens with female cop characters, but they're shown to be capable, and then they just go into things alone. Like you don't know what's waiting for you, and then if no one knows you're there and you're dead, what then? What then?
Yep. Oh, he's alive. This man was always invited. Bro, there's no time for this.
Saying.
Yeah. There's no time for this, bro. There's no time for this, bro. Thank you. Who are you?
Remember, he's only met the boss.
Yeah. Oh man. This man just getting himself into further trouble. She was popping a lot of drugs.
Like that, or is she sick? You know what I mean?
Why can't I sleep in my own car?
It is illegal everywhere. Sadly.
That's crazy though.
Conversation about being yep. Oh god, this conversation I want to have. Baby, you need peroxide, not water.
Yeah.
They're about to buddy cop this shit.
Just say it's your brother. Oh my god, this series might be over. He just says, yeah, my brother is the one, you know.
I mean, if he's like, yeah, it's my brother, he's gonna be like, are you working for them? Bang. You know what I mean? And then we're all fucked.
You find him what next?
Ekard.
He said, I saw things that you
right,
didn't.
yeah, the behind the scenes stuff.
Yo, son. Jesus.
Bro, I got so much to say about it.
Yo, son. I'm just saying, man. He didn't give no money to your daughter though. Like,
I think he did, didn't he? Isn't that what happened? Oh no, that was the girl's little brother. He's like, fuck it, I am.
Okay.
Oh shit, Jesus Christ. Okay, Punisher.
Yeah. Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Military grade? I mean, all right. Yo, this is why he bought the hotel? Okay. To test every weapon?
그리고 지금 다니는 직장은 그만두는 게 좋을 겁니다.
Make that. You can't be a cop and do this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. As we know, cops do whatever the fuck they want. But,
Yeah.
like, he's got morals, I guess.
Yeah. But turn out that resignation form, bro. Imagine one of these kids gets handed a card to join the Squid Game.
They always have to be in costume when kids are around, that's why. It's like in your contract. Even though, why the fuck that kid back there by themselves? Where are the parents?
Yeah, facts. Where are your parents? Oh no. GG's. Oh.
He's from Sweet Home.
Yeah. We had, yeah. And then I forgot that he's in this season.
That's his mom, yeah?
If I remember, yeah. No, I can't remember. No, I think it's the other dude's family. So it's our girl from last season. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was the brother, but the older woman, I couldn't remember if that's his mother or the other guy's mother. How many mothers?
Too many.
Mothers who are mothering.
I would not open the window.
She probably thinks it's a cop.
No, she knows.
Oh.
Yeah. You can quit. Fuck the 2-week notice. Oh, he probably ignored them on purpose.
No, I think he just not that he ignored on purpose, just doing his job. Yeah.
오늘 회식인데.
Bro, you have a whole ass baby kid. Like, that's a baby kid. Why are you just letting your baby kid wander by herself? I'm so confused. Like, I know you got a job, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she's a whole ass baby kid. Like, you should have her a little seat with a little notepad next to you. How does she keep wandering? I know kids wander off, but like, damn.
Like, no one's, like, could be kidnapped or anything, man.
Yeah.
But why? Jesus. Oof.
I've had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I felt them do the first two, so, yeah. Your baby. I know you're feeling some kind of way, but that ain't your baby. I mean, but that's also mean of me to say. We should care about kids. Like,
imagine a K-drama twist. That's actually her baby.
Right?
That father adopted a child. It happens to be her baby.
She's already gone. It's just the hat there. It's like I wrote the show.
Yeah, that's not.
My God. Guns.
Oh man. I'm just saying, if I was her, I wouldn't pick up either.
Hello?
Big bet.
Oh, wait. Oh, I mean, he could have been there with his daughter. Still doing this on the side, but you know, I'm just saying.
1994년 6월 25일 강동을
94 baby. Oh shit. No Shibuya, where, you know, happened to Jitsu Kaisen, but hey, you didn't have to burn it. Like, I ain't ever did anything to you, bro. Like, that's wild. Mm-mm-mm.
와 사람이 씨.
The exact same thing, but I was like, is it too?
아니
Yeah.
오늘이 그거였어? 그 할 모시기더라 그거 뭐지?
10월 31일.
That's
그래
wild.
할로윈. 좀 쎄한데 이 새끼들 뭔가 쓰는 거 같은데.
I kinda like that jacket.
이거 얼마예요?
It's unfortunate the last Korean club I was in got shut down. We all know why. It's a crazy story every single time I say it. They shouldn't have been doing drugs
안내 상황은요?
and all the other things that they were doing in that club.
And I really, every time I see his face, I just want to watch Acolyte. Like he was real good to watch in Star Wars. Yeah, be more specific. God damn it. And if the guys in the pink jumpsuits don't happen to be actual guys from the island, my question is, how do people outside the island know about the pink jumpsuits?
Yeah.
이것도 장난감 같아?
Oh man, made it mad hot. Behind you, bro. Take the mask off.
Take the mask off, dum dum, so he can breathe.
클럽 밖으로 이동했어요. 다들 준비하세요.
Take.
작전 개시한다.
다들 준비해.
Bro, take his mask. Oh my god, this is that poor man about to suffocate to death.
살기를 바랬어. 지난 일은 다 잊고 행복하길 바랬지.
Yeah.
그렇게까지
This man is
생각했다니.
traumatized. No matter what, he can be.
눈물 나게 고맙군. 넌 그 비행기를 탔어야 했어.
You really should have got on that plane.
최선의 선택이었어. 그때 네가 하는 건 너희들의 자발적인 선택이었어.
Which is fact. But, you know,
궁지에 몰린
yeah.
사람들의 마음을 이용해서 그들을 사지로 몰아놓고 즐기는 거야. 그들이야. 경쟁에서 탈락한 쓰레기들. 지금도 이 세상엔
oh my
매일
god.
수많은 쓰레기들이 쏟아지고 있어. 아직도 모르겠나? 세상이 바뀌지 않는 한 게임은 끝나지 않아.
It's true.
That's so much. Wait, I've got so much to say about this.
서강대교에서 여의도 방면으로 가는 중입니다. 어떻게 할까요?
Oh, I thought they were gonna get hit by a truck. They're gonna like EMP it and shit. Or that. Or that.
These people are just on it. Bulletproof,
This is
bro.
bulletproof, man. What'd you think?
그 권총 한 자루로 게임을 끝낼 수 있겠어?
Nope. It's gonna be him joining the game, and if he wins, they stop the game.
But there's a season 3, so we know that's
Yeah.
게임을 하게 해줘.
There we go.
게임을 하겠다고. 매트릭스라는 영화 하나.
I have it.
파란 약을 먹고 편히 살면 될 텐데.
Okay, we gotta put that on the list.
I've said this before.
We gotta put that on the list.
네가 이 세상을 바꿀 수 있는 영웅이라고 생각하는.
Play the video game though. Pretty fun. Well, my brothers have seen it and played it, and yeah. This could have been poisonous gas, bro. I'm just like
Well,
thinking about everything.
not even
man.
that. It's like it's not like they can't. This is oh god. How many more minutes till this is done? Till this is done.
It's done
Okay,
in
almost.
like
Oh,
3
wait.
minutes. I was expecting more fireworks for our Halloween party. Oh, he was actually in the car. Wait a minute. He's not a participant. Bro. Bro, yeah. She's not a participant. That's where she's getting the money. Yep. Mm. Okay. Okay.
So several things. So we'll start backwards and work our way forward. Her story is one of someone who's also caught up in the system, right?
Yep.
Who again is being manipulated by the system in order because she doesn't have the reach to get to accomplish her goals, right? But the thing about that is, and this is tacking on to what the game master was saying to 456, is that everyone has this idea that this is how the world works, right? But we make it so that the world works this way, right? Because also with 456, and why I was laughing before we even started, because we were talking about stuff before we started the episode, is that when a person has money and has the means, they get to choose what they do with the money and the means. So it is an active decision to put this game on instead of putting it into the community and helping people who need it. So instead of helping this girl find her family, they are using this girl to do their bidding, right? Instead of helping reunification with North Korea or getting people out or actively helping her, they're choosing to manipulate her or to make it seem as though this is the only option she has, right? Now, I'm only going off for 2 episodes. We don't know what her real mental state is. We don't know if she's like the recruiter where he's like, this is the job. I have a superiority complex because of how the world works. So it is what it is. We don't know if that's her case, or we don't know for sure if it's like, yeah, she's looking for her daughter, and they're using her daughter as a means to get her to work for them, which is what companies and the rich do, right? It's what we know corporations do for people who come in from South America or overseas who are like, I need to send money back to my family, and this is the only job I can get, but we know that they're paying them not what they're worth. Like, they're not paying them enough to survive. They're only paying them enough to get by. It's a story as old as time, right? And that's what this is. So with the game master telling him this is how the world works, no, people choose to make the game, right? People choose to see other people as trash. Now, I'm not saying that humanity isn't trash, because we know humanity is trash, but it's trash because of people like this, because they keep feeding into the cycle of what has value instead of putting into the community, right? At the end of the day, it's for the entertainment of the rich, right? They're not doing anything altruistic. This is a malevolent force. They're using money and manipulation and oppression for these people to think that they have a choice. Like this guy says, you dangle this money in front of them, and what were we watching? We were watching something where it's just like, you know, maybe it was Arcane. Forgot what we were watching, where we kind of also discussed this too, where it's the illusion of, you know, what we're watching, where it's the idea of, if I join in, there's a chance for me to get out, but I'm only just part of the continuing cycle of it all, right?
Probably
And yeah, probably. Like, yeah, it's just, we watched a lot of shows like this where the messaging is, And I don't know if that's just because of what's coming out, or maybe everyone's just trying to say something. But I also feel like a lot of people miss the message in that, right? I think people take the wrong message away from these things, where it is the continued notion of, well, the world is garbage, so we have to treat it as such. We don't. Again, we're just putting value on the wrong things, right? These rich people are actively choosing, are an active participant in how they spend their money. Just like our billionaires and stuff like that. They choose what they do with their money, right? They choose to continue to line their pockets, to entertain themselves, to hide themselves away, to build their bunkers, right? Because they know the world is ending or whatever. They don't choose to save humanity. They don't choose to help people, right? They're the trash with the superiority complex to think that we are the trash of the world, right? And then when it comes back to this guy, why I was laughing at the beginning, because we were discussing, like, this man had all this money, and what he could have did, instead of spending all this time to stop the game, like, he still did that, right? He still could have did that. But with all that money, he could have started foundations. He could have helped people in need instead of...
You have $30 million pretty much, and you're just blowing it away on this.
Yeah. We saw, even, okay, so, like, let's even take into account, even if he did continue his quest to find these people, right? We saw him enter the room at the beginning of the episode with all that extra money left over. He could have put it into stocks. He could have started a company. That whole fucking hotel that he bought, he could have hired people to work there to give back to the community. So again, these are people making active choices not to help the people around them, but that continues to feed the machine that the rich people are eating off of. It's
30 million to these guys is nothing, pretty much. You know, that's not even a drop of, like, I mean, we see someone, if we take it to real world, like Elon paid what, like 11 billion in taxes, then that's still not anywhere near, now mind you, 11 billion US dollars in taxes, you know, a few years back, and that's still nothing compared to how much he makes when he made like so much money at like billions in a day. So you have, you know, if you bring it back to the Squid Game, you have Gilhoon, $30 million. You know, 445 people for sure died during the game he was a part of, and there were other games that were going on. And if you want to assume that there's been multiple games, let's say that there's been like 10, right? That brings the number to like 4,500 people who have possibly died, right? During the game. He could have still helped more people exponentially. He could have, the amount of people you can help exponentially versus the amount of people that you can save from dying is still at an exponential rate. Like, but that just goes down to his morality clauses. Like, and that's why I was saying last episode, why are we risking, you know, this, like, your life, like, on the 50-50, like when it came down to that 50-50, I'm just like, bro, you have saved literally nobody. You know, not even yourself. You have saved nobody. And this morality complex that I gotta be the one to stop the game, you know, like there are games, that's what I'm like, there are games just like this. If there's one thing season 1 has taught us, there are games just like this going on in South Korea, other places around the world, where the rich are in power and they're using people and dangling the money in front of people. Hell, Beast games right now. I mean, Mr. Beast, you're pretty rich, and there are people who are, you know, competing over these games. These game shows where the big execs are like, all right, look, let's dangle this prize money in front of people and let them, you know, duke it out for the entertainment of other viewers online. You know, historically, game shows have been like that, especially when there's like the combat ones. All this is that it just has the added side of death, you know, because people are, you know, these billionaires and trillionaires are tired of the usual game show where, all right, well, you just lose. Well, now you actually, if you lose your life, right? And I'm just like, $30 million is definitely generational wealth. And you could have had, you could literally help exponentially way more people with $30 million than you can save from these games. For
Right? And the
especially when
more
this one game, yeah.
right, and the more people you help and you teach them and you let them know, you
Mm-hmm.
pay it forward so
Mm-hmm.
that less and less people feed into the machine of the game. And obviously there are always going to be people who
Mm-hmm.
are in need, who are oppressed, who have dire situations, right? But the less people with dire situations, the more people we help as a community, the less
Mm-hmm.
that the game and these people get to feed off of for
Yeah.
their entertainment. So it is very much just like it is about a choice. He could
Mm-hmm.
have still looked for these people,
Yeah.
but help the
While making more
again,
money.
like right, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. While making more money, like I really started laughing when it got into my head that that whole hotel
Mm-hmm.
empty where you could have hired people or housed people,
Yeah.
right? That there's the opportunity to help with your money, to get people on their feet, to donate to charities or like things like that, and still look for the people so that we can stop the game.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it really is that cycle of they want us to believe that this is how things should be. Again, putting the value on the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
They only do that because it feeds their egos, it feeds their superiority complex, it makes them feel better, and then in doing so also takes in people and manipulates them to help and assist with the game because it's like, oh, see, you have an opportunity to go find your daughter if you come work for us, instead of, hey, what can we do to help?
Mm-hmm.
How can we help you find your daughter? What can we do? It's, well, your choice is, it's like, is there there is no choice,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I could choose not, sure, I can choose not to do this, but I'm so desperate because I'm in need or I need to find someone
Yeah.
or there's no other option. If there's no other option for a person, there is no choice. The only choice is to play along.
Yeah. Like,
When these people
yeah.
can take their money and help, the choice is theirs. They chose not to help.
Yeah. I can understand if they came after his family after he won the $30 billion. They have not come after his family, him or his family. Now he's given them reasons too, more and
Mm-hmm.
more reasons. The more and more you get entangled into this, the more and more and like it's always gonna weigh heavy on your heart. It's gonna weigh heavy on your mind. You lost your friend, you lost people that you grew naturally close to over the course of season one and during the actual game and whatnot. There was ways to solve all the games. As we know now, there's always a way to solve all the games. There is a way for everyone to win, but it's just natural human nature. There's going to be somebody that is going to be I or me. You know how they say there's no I in team, there's still a me.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a me in team, and you're gonna get enough of those people at the end of the day that will be like, well, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna sabotage everybody so everybody loses, or
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the person to win. Be it like, fuck this kumbaya shit. It's gonna be me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's just this is the trash in quotation marks like that. These guys keep talking about. But you're already taking people who are like down and out. Like I would love to see a drama where you're taking nothing but the wealthiest people in the world and then forcing them to do these type of situations as well, because it doesn't really these are people who need money. What about the reverse? People who are like the top billions and millionaires and whatnot. Like, what do they have to do in a situation like this? I mean you know what? I might edit that out because that seems like a golden idea. So I don't know when to take that, but I mean, it's just the social commentary on this, right? Has definitely shifted from season one. Because season one, I think we truly we're trying to understand what they were trying to tell us, right? And we still see those mistakes, and it falls on deaf ears, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely seeing how season two is playing out. It's only been 2 episodes. But knowing that I was still stuck with this, like this man should just got on that plane, and now it's just like every episode, I'm just finding more and more reason to be like, bro, if you just got on a plane and planned differently, accordingly, like this game is gonna go. You know the game's gonna be going on. You know there's gonna be casualties and whatnot. You have so many people that were casualties from it, right? There are better ways to still make money while plotting in secret. You're doing this in open. Like you're being too open about this, and you know you literally could have died in episode 1. So
yeah, I think that's
yeah,
that's gonna be really sticking in my craw for a lot of it too. Like, and it's obvious that shows like this are meant to show you the worst and the best of humanity. That's what these types of shows do, to show you what cooperation, communication, and community can do, as opposed to being out for number one.
Yeah.
But there's also an underlining theme of, again, people putting the wrong value on things for their entertainment, for their own purposes.
Yeah.
My mother and I were just talking about why is it that we get more tragic. My mom was talking about it, and it's also something that you and I talk about too a lot. Why is it that we're seeing more dramas or tragedies, or things that end up sad, or your main character ends up without or losing? And it's because there's value on trauma, there's value on tragedy, there's no value on joy, there's no value on happiness. And I combat that with, it's because those who are producing these things put the value on that, and then they keep producing the same things over and over, because all it does, if you're producing the same thing over and over and there's nothing for anyone else to watch, it's just going to keep putting money in your pocket, right? And not in like the audience pocket, in the company's pocket who produce these things, right? And then as we see too, especially in the last like couple of years, that these corporations, these entertainment companies, will cancel things on a whim. It doesn't matter. People lose jobs all the time. Things are being taken off of streaming services. Movies are getting completed and then are being written off for tax write-offs, because all it does at the end of the day, doesn't matter what we're watching or what we're consuming, all the money's just going in their pocket. And again, it's these people in power who designate the value on these things. But if we continue to play the game, we're also just feeding into the machine. When we can come together and decide where our time and money goes. He, again, could have chosen to still seek his revenge to stop the game, but 3 years wasted of not giving back to the community so that they can stop getting bodies, especially like in your own area in Korea.
Yeah.
A whole ass hotel that could have, like, I know he's shooting guns and shit in there, like practicing, but with all that money, he could have bought a compound, right? And gotten money from people paying rent in the hotel or working the hotel, or opened up a business again to funnel more money. He could have invested. There are things he could have done to refresh his money and still fund his revenge plot.
Yep.
Right? So it's like, how much morality does this guy have? Do I even care at this point what he does? Not entirely. I really don't, because I get it. I want to stop the games too. But bruh, you walked away with all that money, and you're letting I guess, not to assume that he was the smartest man to begin with, right? He was just like a regular fuck up. Yeah. But it's like, you have the time to reconsider, like, and use your guilt and your trauma to better your situation and the situation of people around you. Because if these rich people don't have people without to play the game, the game is eventually gonna stop. Everything's gonna peter off, right? Yeah.
On to episode 3, I guess, to see exactly how this is all gonna continue to unfold. Oh man, folks, we'll be catching you guys. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this, especially knowing that season 3 is next year. So,
bro, and even in the car, and one more thing, sorry, I keep thinking about like the island and them having a tracker, right?
Yeah.
These people are rich. Who's to say they're not going to EMP his tracker or have like radio waves disrupt the tracker, right?
Yeah.
Who
Like,
like I also feel like we're not really thinking these through. These are people with means, and they've been hiding in plain sight for all these. We've known the games have been going on for years.
yeah.
So they've been
And
hiding in plain sight.
yeah,
You are one man with a tracker. Who's to say they're not gonna like fucking metal detect you to find
yeah.
that shit?
Like, you
I'm
know,
so confused.
what is at the end of the day, it's like, what is $30 million to people who probably make 30 billion?
Right.
Like we're being like we're talking about USD, like what is that is a like these people probably spend what you've made from this game in a day, like if they wanted to on stocks, like or that's a new vacation home. As we've now learned, there are
Right.
$150 million houses that make no sense. So yeah,
I'm getting a little pissed off. Okay, that's it.
yeah, folks, episode 3. We'll catch you guys. You already know.